The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Another step towards the Super Bowl begins. We're off in the first of 4 divisional round games. He fields it from the 8. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Jackson looking to throw right away. Getting out to his left.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing, and at least move them forward.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Lamar out of the pistol. Cut along the left sideline, but he did not get both feet in. That's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
You know, Kate, that's one of those instances where you try to walk that tightrope on the sidelines. Problem is, on a throw that far down the field, that is so hard to do, so difficult. I love the effort, just couldn't quite find the execution.
Turning to Henry on 3rd. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
It's results like that that drive coordinators nuts. Premature balding, gray, wrinkles, all of it, Kate. You call something conservative. The last thing you're thinking is you're going to lose yards on a 3rd and 1 run.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Call that punt a 52-yard effort. And the Pats will take over. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Now the first carry of the game for Ramondre Stevenson. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Nnamdi Madubuike making that stop. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Operating from the gun, here's May. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Well, no look on his first look of the game, so they're left facing 3rd and long.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Defense showing blitz here, May. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
The Patriots have their punting unit out. And he'll punt it away to end a disappointing opening drive. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Call that one a 44-yard punt. And the Ravens will go on offense. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Tight end going in motion here. First down, here's Lamar. Into the hands of Cole. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Lamar now from the gun. Pass into the hands of Devontae Walker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Henry. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson. He gets loose down the right side. And he's out of bounds at the 4. Oh, he was thinking touchdown there. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Henry has the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take a 6-0 lead in the 1st quarter. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Justin Tucker to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Justin Tucker is the kickoff for Baltimore.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. To return this, Marcus Jones. He stopped on the return at the 27. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Back-to-back carries here. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Nate Wiggins getting up to end that play. Give him 5 yards to bring up a manageable 3rd and 1. Another carry for him. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. They gain 14 on the play. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Here's the pistol snap to May. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
Tossing right to the short side. And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line. 6 yards the pick up there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. May now from the gun. His pass caught by Nacua. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. May throwing for it. He put some juice on it deep. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. And the Ravens get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game. The fourth down call ends in a defensive highlight as he picks up the throw and gets his guys off the field.
You know, one way or another, it looked like they were going to get off the field that time, but it's so much sweeter as a defense to run off that field holding the ball. So many defensive coaches in this league preach it. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Not only the energy you create on your side, but a little seed of doubt you put in the quarterback's mind the next time he goes out to throw it.
Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now. Lamar off the play fake. Finds a man right side. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Pistol snap to Jackson. Throwing deep for the end zone. And the defender comes away with it. And the Patriots will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's the one back on the handoff. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
So that's the end of one in this AFC divisional round contest. Neither side separating much so far. More from this one right after this. Back and ready now for the second quarter. It's Patriots football. They have 2nd and pretty long here. Gets this one to Andrews. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. Picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Third and just 2 to go. Going play action, May. That's caught for the first. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
He tosses right to the short side. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Handoff on 2nd and short. He gets crushed behind the line, and the ball comes out. And it's a turnover. The defense has it.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a first down on 2nd down. You're trying to create a manageable 3rd down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
It's Henry on the counter. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
On first down, Jackson. That's completed right side. He does it. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Tucker on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens double their lead to 14.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. On the return, here's Jones. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Right up the gut. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. From the gun, it's May. Andrews with the catch. And what a hit there. Oh, she faced the price for moving the chains that time.
I'm sure Coach, play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
First down throw for May. He's got time here. Caught, nice gain left side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Give him 24 on that play. And the Patriots will have a 1st down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Taking a deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Connect on 1st, it's 2nd down. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And tough sledding for him. Only room to get it to the 30. Give him 3 that time, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Made to throw it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
These defenders, they can just feel it. You're up a couple scores in the game, and you know what the other side is starting to do. They're starting to press, and you're going to start to see a little bit more pass. And that, well, that's when these defenders pin their ears back. They get home, and they create havoc in the sack just like that. The wind was at a sails, Kate, and it certainly helped that football fly true and right down the middle. And from that distance, to hit with that accuracy is one impressive shot.
Now he's York to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. Running once more with Henry. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. First and 10. Here's Jackson. Escapes out to the left. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. From the gun, a run for Henry. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Culp with a kick. Bouncing football. Scooped up by the Patriots.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Stopping that play, Trenton Simpson. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Throwing is May. Able to find Nakua here. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Chopping that play, Trenton Simpson.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win. There aren't a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Brought in right side. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Operating from the gun, here's May. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's out of bounds, past midfield. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Running back sent in motion. He's trying to push the field. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left. Defender smart there to get a hand on that one. So it's 2nd down coming up.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get 2 hands on it the next time.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Back to the air, it's May. And that's incomplete. 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps. Couldn't connect with Puka Nacua. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Well, the pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up, didn't it? And it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. To the air yet again, May. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Roquan Smith with the pick. And the Ravens get the football back with minimal time to go in our half. Well, okay, I guess we've got a couple of very giving teams today, Brock. One side coughs it up with a fumble. Then the other side graciously hands it right back with the interception.
Hey, listen, if you like playmaking defenses, then you like this game right here. These defenses, they're the ones supplying the big plays, and they're putting their stamp on this game.
Throwing it just before halftime into the hands of Colt. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Half the battle complete, Brock, as we resume play here, as fighting our AFC Championship on the line. On the return, here's Jones. He's stopped on the return at the 27.
Marcus Jones on the return. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll get this forward, and he's stopped at the 37. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 37. Complete out to the right side. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
They're set up at the 35 now. May on 1st and 10. That one's cut along the left sideline. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And he's brought down for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
May now. Dumped off to his running back. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. May now from the gun. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown! The Patriots cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
York tacks on that extra point. And the Patriots cut the lead down to 4. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. This return starts at the 5.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Pistol snap to Jackson. Chased out to his right. Down the run right, throwing deep down the side. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down. A good defensive play breaks that one up. So that brings up 2nd down. Lamar out of the pistol. That's caught. He found some space. Big man's showing up the yards. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Henry takes it in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens push their lead further to start the half. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Those defensive coaches got to be hot, Brock. That was a touchdown that shouldn't have happened. That tackle should have ended it.
You try bringing down one of these NFL running backs in, Miss Kate.
Okay, touche, partner.
They see that goal line. They smell that goal line. It is no sure thing to try to bring down one of those horses before they find pay dirt.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. On the return, here's Jones. And look at this return. They track him down, but a nice return in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38. So following the return, looks like somebody's shaken up. Trainers have to determine how severe this may be. Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10. Here's May. Finds him over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Putting a receiver in motion. Second and 10 now. This is brought in at the 15. It's a 31-yard play. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Into the red zone after that big pickup. It's 1st and 10 from the 15. Working inside the red zone. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, we hear about it all the time. A short memory, right? We hear about it with quarterbacks a lot, Kate, when they make a mistake. But it works the same way for a defense, a whole position group. You have got to flush that big play, come back and play the next play, and boy, did the defense do it there.
And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Is in. Touchdown. The Patriots shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
So the Patriots leaving the offense out there. Look at this. They want 2 more here. And no, he can't reach the end zone again. Got them the touchdown, but cannot add on another 2. after making this a 5-point ball game. They kick it off. Starting from the 5. And look at this return. And in great shape after that return. He's across the 35 before going out. The Ravens in very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. He locates a couple of yards through that chaos. Brought down by Jalen Carter. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Lamar now from the gun. Fits it through the middle. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
He's got a gain of 6 there. Jelani Tavai ranging in for the stop. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet. But let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they can stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Another run for Henry. And that's good for a gain of 5. Tackled on that play by Isaiah Simmons. Give him 5 on that carry. Bring it up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Changing it up here, Jackson. And as that one winds up incomplete, it brings us to the end of the 3rd quarter. Only 1 quarter left before we send one of these teams to the AFC title game. The Ravens with the lead, hoping to close out a playoff win. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a 1-score ball game.
Kate, it's 3 more on the scoreboard, but both sides really know it's all about one possession here in the 4th quarter when it really matters.
On the return, here's Jones. And this drive will start inside the 25. Oh, hang on there. Hang on a moment. Looks like we've got an injured player on the kick return. They're going to check on him now. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. up the middle. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. From the gun, it's May. Completed over the middle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Ball at the 33 for first down. May. Oh no, they get him yet again! Kyle Hamilton with the pick. And the Ravens get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Flying down the middle with Henry. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And now they have a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Henry. Punches it in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens have a commanding 14-point lead now in the 4th. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. He would not be denied that close to the end zone, Brock. I think it might have taken 5 or 6 guys tackling him to keep him from diving across the line for 6.
Certainly a second effort touchdown, no question. The backs who become fan favorites, we've seen it through the generations, and they set the curve for their peers, are the ones who just fight through that stop. It will not be denied of a touchdown.
Tucker on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Ravens lead by 15 now.
Justin Tucker to kick off the Baltimore.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. On the return, here's Jones. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Hits him on the in route. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. First down throw for May. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Ravens have it after forcing his 4th INT of the day. Well, Brock, it has been a special day for this defense when it comes to forcing turnovers. Big play after big play, and that is their 4th interception of this contest.
Special for the defense and an absolute nightmare for a quarterback. 1 interception, it sticks with you all week long. But throwing 4, he probably wishes he could be anywhere else on earth other than this field right now.
And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. Jackson, quick pass wide. Continuing to move past the 45. It's a gain of 29 yards. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield. Turn a good play into a great play.
And he's short of the 1st after a mile gain. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Second and 6 coming up here. And he gets this forward to the 19. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
They had the 1st down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
They're now set for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Henry. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Melbourne. Ravens with a 15-point advantage. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Blitz coming, Lamar. That one's complete, right side. They deliver a shot before he can get to the line.
Every once in a while, sure, a pass, it can go for a negative yard. But lose that much, I promise you, that call will never come up on the call sheet again.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. They're running the option, short side. Cuts it to the right sideline. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
When they drop these plays for the quarterback, these are the type of results they're expecting, Kate. Something that could tear a hole in the defense, move the chains, and just as importantly, and maybe most importantly, put a seed of doubt and thought into that defensive mind that the QB can run at any time.
Has the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens so likely locked up the win right there. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. His 4th total score of the game. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Tucker on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Ravens grow the lead now to 22 points.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. On the return, here's Jones. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. First and 10. The give now out of the shotgun. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Second and 6 coming up here. They give it to him again. What a hit, and the ball's loose. Oh, but the fumble goes out of bounds. Oh, close call there. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Patriots will have a first down.
You know, those defensive guys, they will tell you that the sideline's their best friend, right? A lot of these routes are trying to push the receivers and move the real estate. Well, sometimes the sidelines could be an offensive player's best friend when that ball bounces harmlessly out of bounds.
Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage. Now talk about a golden opportunity at an immediate first down following that encroachment flag. Operating from the gun, here's May. And the first down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete. Puka Nacua the target on that throw. And that sets up 2nd and 5. From the 47. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Not the first time you said his name today, Kate. No surprise seeing him add a sack to this total. The same nose to the football that helped him recover a fumble earlier will have aided him in the pursuit of the QB, and he nearly forced a fumble of his own on that sack right there.
And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that's just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. May throwing for it. And they get to him and hold him down. What a play, forcing the sack, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
Hey, I get it, it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. On 1st and 10, it's Henry. So the Ravens will fly home with the win. And they pulled off the rare and elusive road win in the postseason, which means their journey stays alive another week as they head to the conference championship, where they're going to get a shot to punch their ticket to the Super Bowl. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are your winners as we say so long from Melbourne.